Hello, everyone, and welcome to another English with Joseph. Well, first of all, thank you for all of you who have contacted me in the last few days, asking questions about English, asking how you can book lessons. Thank you very much. Also, I would like to remind you that if you leave a comment on Dailymotion, then I won't see it, unfortunately. It seems that there is some fault with the Dailymotion system. I don't have access to your comments. I think the best thing to do is for me to switch the comments section off so that you can't leave comments, because I'm not sure what feedback I'm getting. Today I want to talk to you about someone from the history of Britain. Someone from British history, and that person's name is Lord Haw-Haw, otherwise known as William Joyce. William Joyce was someone who had left Ireland and gone to work for the Germans during World War II. He had deflected. He had decided that he wanted to work for what was then the enemy, and indeed he did. He was half Irish, half American. What's very interesting about him, and the reason why he's very interesting for me, is because of what he did. I didn't actually know about him until my grandmother told me the stories about him. My grandmother lived during the Second World War. It seems that William Joyce, otherwise known as Lord Haw-Haw, went to Germany and found a way to jam, that is to stop, the broadcasts of the BBC. And he at that point broadcast his own propaganda. So as you can imagine, the BBC in 1943 or 44 was only broadcasting for a few hours every day on radio. So suddenly it would be interrupted, and a very polite English voice would say, "This is Germany calling. This is Germany." And then he would go on to give a lot of propaganda and threats against British people. He would say things like, "Tonight, Birmingham will be destroyed." As well as this, he was also able to give some very accurate information about British towns. For example, he would say something like, "Ah yes, I see your clock in Glasgow is 2 minutes slow." And this used to fill a lot of people with fear. It seems that a lot of what he said, he didn't actually say. People were so scared that there was some kind of urban myth or collective belief that he was more threatening than he appeared to be. But anyway, he was certainly a very dangerous man, and he did cause a lot of problems for the British people. Many people were so afraid that they would pick up a shoe and throw it at the radio. That's why the sale of radios went up during the war, because people kept hitting them and destroying them. He was called Lord Haw-Haw because usually during his broadcasts he would mock the British people and make fun of them by saying, "Haw-Haw, I will destroy all of you." So they gave him the name of Lord Haw-Haw. But during the war, the British Intelligence Service discovered who he was, and indeed after the war they captured him. Not only did they capture him, but they changed the law so they could hang him. They shouldn't really have been able to hang him because he wasn't British after all, but still, they managed to find a way and pass a law which meant they could kill him. And indeed they did. So his real name was William Joyce, otherwise known as Lord Haw-Haw. He was half Irish, half American, and you can find out more about him on Wikipedia. You can also find the Lord Haw archives, including all of the audio that he broadcast, or at least parts of it, on an archive website, which is very strange for me that he would have a website, although it's not actually his. So you can hear exactly what he said. So that's the story of Lord Haw. He doesn't seem so far back in history for me, because of course I knew someone who I heard his voice personally on the radio, and that was my grandmother. And when you have a link to something in history, it seems so much closer. Well, I hope that helps, and I wish you a very, very peaceful night. Thank you.